Yo, hey there, what's happening? I got mine going off over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's chilling right now. Heck yeah. Dude, we got it so good, bro. Look at it. All right. You want to say hello, Ben? Come here. All right, hold on. Got a little appearance to pick my little man up. Come here, come here, come here. Oh,
I
all
feel like
right.
every interview is better with a dog.
Dude. Oh, let's see if he can stay good. Yeah. So I got
Hi.
this win. Ben, you gonna say hello? Say what's up to Nathan. This is my dog, Ben.
How old's Ben?
Ben is 5 years old, which we just kind of like made that realization with, oh my God, that flew by.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna
So
just
kind of
turned 4 and it's crazy to me.
dude, so okay, so then right after COVID, did you get her as like a puppy?
Yeah, we got her January of 2021. So we were actually like Australia because we just like never ended COVID. We were smack bang in the middle of lockdowns when we got her. So
Dude, isn't that crazy? It's
yeah.
so nuts, man. Yeah, we got January of 2020. So like right a month before it hit. And we were
Wow.
like, we got this puppy, and we are like, oh, this is crazy. And then we're like, and then everything just shut down. Like, dude, we don't have to go to work anymore. We don't have to do anything.
Just hang with the
And all
dog.
of a sudden, we just got to hang with our dog every day. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's I
Yeah.
was saying this to my wife works from home, but like Luna comes with me. I have a gym and stuff, so she comes and like hangs out with me. And I'm like, I'm so lucky that I get to take it everywhere I go, and that just wouldn't have happened in the past. She just could be this like little like workout buddy, comes along. It's the
Yeah.
best.
Dude, where's your gym at?
So it's like 15 minutes from my house. We're situated between Sydney and Newcastle. We're like an hour in between. So
Okay.
she just comes and hangs out with me while I work out, and it's the best.
So epic. Dude, do you know? I don't even know to be honest. Are we playing in your neck of the woods on this New Bloom tour?
You're playing Sydney, so you'll be playing like an hour and 20 away from us. But hey, if you want to get a lift in, we'll find a gym in Sydney and we'll get some hang time.
I say I'm always curious, my dude. If I might, I'm not so much of a weight dude, but I will go out and do my guitar players. They like to rock a little bit. They love
Hey,
getting after listen to
the
some
more the
random.
merrier, I say.
Dude, this is like the newer, not new version, but the newer version of us been kind of like trying to. We just have finally had like a little bit of time. It's like that weird hump where like when it's super super DIY, we got to do everything,
Yeah.
and we're just a lot busier. But now things are a little bit like one extra dude to help with merch or tour manage. So like we have a little more time. We've been trying to prioritize taking care of ourselves on tour. Yeah.
Hey, I could definitely help there. I feel like this new Bloom Fest you're coming out for is also like it's such a chill, fun run. It's a
Dude.
great experience. Last year's one, wait, this year. It's still this year. This year's New Bloom was one of the better like mini fests I've ever been to. It was so well organized. The vibes were so good. And then when I saw that you guys were announced on 2025, I was like, well, the vibes are even better now. It's
Oh,
gonna be
dude,
so
I'm
fun.
so pumped. Dude, because last year was like Citizen No Pressure, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so stoked to get to go back, man. I mean, we love Australia, and when they hit us up, we were kind of waiting. We're like, dude, like we would love to go back, but we don't, without a new record, we're like maybe we shouldn't go back and headline. We should, until there's new music. So if someone
Yeah.
asks us that's bigger than us to come like open up, then maybe we'll go do it. And I hope that happens. And then they hit us up. We're like, yeah, I want to go to the fucking basement. Like, yeah, let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that we were on their radar and they hit us up.
You haven't done anything since Living Proof came out here, have you?
No, not since. Yeah, we did a bunch of stuff in America, and then our once winter hit for us, your summer, we went out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was sick. So like, and it's kind of crazy how we're doing Australia, and then we're pretty much coming straight back to the studio to record the next record.
Cool.
So it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I'm hyped. So Australia's gonna be it's a kind of special place for us, and this time it'll be like the last thing we do before we hit the studio, blow off some steam and
Hopefully
rock.
we leave you with some fun inspiration to get in there and do some new stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. I know we will. I'm pumped.
I
Yeah.
want to talk about Living Proof because we actually talked a while back, but we didn't line up the timing of it to talk to you off the back of that. So I want to touch base on the feedback from that album because you guys like you had such a cool hype about you and deservedly so. Your live experience is just like chaotic fun energy. You've got a reputation as being like the nicest dude in hardcore, which it's well earned. You've earned that one.
Uh,
What's the
sometimes I got
response
my
been for you?
days. I mean,
You got
dude,
your days. You don't have off days. Don't lie to me.
I try not, man. I mean, dude, yeah, the response has been great, and it really like and I'm trying to figure out a word. I feel like I like really loaded the bases up for us for whatever we decide to do next. The first record kind of got us like a name in the underground, and this record like kind of got us to the point where it's like we're an established name in like in the hardcore world, and dipped our
Yeah,
toes into the regular rock music world, greater rock music and beyond. And so I'm hoping that this we're trying to just it's so strange when you do these each record, especially as a hardcore band, and where hardcore is at now, where it's like yeah, it's like we have the potential to go be in a regular rock world, but also still be able to play with hardcore bands that we love and take out hardcore bands and play fests. So
for sure.
kind of just trying to just take it to that next level. But like we had like the cover song on Living Proof, which we dab with some clean singing, and we did this like hip hop song. We like brought call out of the rapper. So it's like all these things, and it all just went over so smooth that we are like, okay, we can do
Yeah.
like, and that's the biggest thing. Like, dude, we did when we recorded that cover song. We weren't really sure. We're like, dude, like we're stoked on. We're like, I don't know if it'll be a thing we play live. Like, it depends. If people like it, then maybe it is. If people like don't seem like they're that into it, then maybe we'll play other songs that they like more. Dude, it goes off. I mean, shit. I don't have too big of a head to say it. It goes off better than some of our original songs. That like we
Honestly,
wrote.
that's the
Yeah.
song that like I've used to show people to get their foot in the door with you guys. That maybe might not be as like hardcore leaning, but because one, you got a great singing voice. You don't need to scream at people the whole time. You sound great. But it's also like it's a fun, catchy, but it still sounds like Drain. It still has that like hardcore roots to it, but it opens up the door to those possibilities. Why that song? Why did you choose Good Good Things?
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, well, thank you. First and foremost, thank you, man. Dude, straight up, I just really liked the song. And honestly, like
It
the
is a
biggest part,
banger,
I was
yeah.
just, yeah, I liked it a lot. And then just like, as I was writing lyrics for the, Living Proof and that record, I was just like, dude, like I just love the lyrics for that song a lot. And it really like it in a way, when you have a song, you're like, dude, it's almost like they like wrote this song about me. Like they wrote this
Yeah.
for me. And I just really resonated with it. And I was just kind of like, you know, that was really the biggest the biggest part. And I was like, I just kind of I feel like me personally, especially at that point, I was like, I don't know. We all like all kinds of music. I think that anybody who says that they don't is weird, And we all like all kinds of music. Bands, I love bands that have clean singing. I love bands that scream, I like it all. And I don't know, at that point we were like, I was as comfortable doing something like that for an original thing,
Sure. Yeah.
because I really was like, I just don't know how like I don't know. I didn't want to do something I think would like tarnish the energy of the band. So I was like, but this is something that I think is really cool. And then also the tiniest piece was just like, not that people don't know who that band is, but I was like, I know who my audience is. I know it's a lot of younger kids. And I was like, if there's a chance that my band could introduce a younger kid into a band that was really influential to me, that they maybe just haven't, they probably see it on a shirt, but maybe didn't listen to,
Yeah.
that's cool. I was like, that's like me, my way of paying it forward, to the people that opened the door for us and
I
got me
like that.
interested in this music. And, I, whether that happened or not, I don't know. But I will say, not that, I mean, the Descendants are so big, like they have deeper cuts, but there's not like they have songs nobody knows. But like now, like Good Things is like in their top on Spotify, their top like five, where it wasn't before. So I don't know, maybe that I don't know. I
People
don't
doing
want
the
to be big headed.
research.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dude, maybe people heard our song, like, oh, I want to check out that original, and they made that song more popular. It's just like I don't know. We were on tour, but they played in Santa Cruz, in our hometown. They like gave us a shout out, and I was like, that's so cool, like
Yeah, that's rad.
that
Yeah.
just
Full
to
circle
get so.
moments.
Yeah, man. So it's just and also like with us signing with Epitaph, it was like it just felt very like that would doing a song by Descendants would make a lot of sense. But
Yeah.
now that we've done it and we play that song, I mean, we have mosh parts and crazy parts and kids, dude. If you didn't know, if you're watching the crowd in on mute, you would think that we're playing one of our songs. But you listen and it's like, dude, that's clean singing. That's like a pretty stripped down song. It's just got a really nice melody. And we
Yeah.
realized, like, dude, we can do that. Like it goes over really well, and we have a fuck ton of fun, dude. It's just fun. Like
Yeah.
it's just cool to try different stuff. So I don't know, I don't want to say too much, but like we're still we're not done with the writing of this record, but we're like, dude, like maybe we'll try to play with some more elements of like things like that because we realize that it doesn't take away from the drained energy, live.
I think
So,
that's part of the hardcore scene right now, is that it's not hardcore's at this like really beautiful turning point where you've got bands like Speed and then like on the more like aggressive like Kubla Khan, like all these bands that are getting huge recognition in the hardcore space, but it's also opening up doors, being like you can pull influences from all these different places. And I feel like the hardcore community is more inclusive and loving than say the metalcore community where they're just like, fuck yeah, you want to throw a flute in your song? We love flute. Do that. Like that's a really cool
dude,
thing. So you doing that, no one's going to be like, this isn't you guys. You've got passion, you've got energy. It's just going to come across being like, yeah, this is just like part of their music.
yeah, dude, thank you, man. I was about to say you took the words out of my mouth. I'm like, yo, my man Jem's getting up there with the flute, and it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's the coolest thing most people in that room have ever seen. And
Yeah.
it's like, and the thing is, and I, like that's my biggest thing always is like just being authentic. Like that is, it wasn't like they're like, yo, Jem, here's the instrument, learn how to play this thing. Like the dude is good at playing the instrument. Like that's his
He
thing.
has like,
So
he's
he's
classically trained. Crazy.
that's what I'm saying. So the dude's it's to me, that's the coolest thing of being able to bring what's really you into your music. And so many
Yeah.
people miss that. And so many people they actually want to not be who they are in their music. And that's if it works, that's great. But for me, that's what I look into when I see someone on that stage. I love Speed's music, so that's just as the example. But like even when there's bands maybe that don't like the music, but you look and you watch them play, and you're like, yo, that is 100% from their heart.
Yeah.
That I love it. I that's the coolest thing in the world to me. And so I don't know. I just really trying to like channel in all of that with us for me and my dudes. Like, yo, how can we bring as much of us into this record as possible? You know?
The authenticity
Yeah,
shows through
dude.
too, particularly the live experience. Like that's a way you convert fans across when they can see you're genuinely having fun. And I think that's a huge reason why you guys have found success. One, you write really fun music, but I think the live experience, when people see you guys play, they go, oh, they clearly want to be here. They're having fun with this, and that's the experience you want. That converts people instantly. Like we saw you guys play with, I want to say Comeback Kid. Did you support Comeback Kid in
Yeah,
Australia?
yeah. Yeah,
That
yeah.
show, I was like, the whole lineup was instantly better for you guys being on it because there was just like an energy from the get-go. You guys came out and
Dude.
brought chaotic fun, and everyone's just like, oh, tonight's gonna be a great night. Look at that energy. I love that.
Dude, I love it too, man. That's so sick. Well, dude, it's like, and this is like I feel like I almost sound like a broken record about it, but it's like, okay, I don't want to say it's the hardest thing in the world, but like, dude, it's not being in a band and being on Twitter. It's not my bad. The dude's bugging eyes. It's not the
That's
easiest thing
okay.
in the world to do. You're trapped, you're in a car for hours on end, you're not sleeping, you're not eating, you're out of your normal life.
Yeah.
Why would you do it if you didn't genuinely love it? And I think that a lot of people forget that, or they don't love it, but they're like, this is like a way for me to be in the social club and be meet a lot of like cool people. I don't know what it is. So for me, it's like when people say, dude, like, it's just you have so much fun. Like, dude, like that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you do it. I don't drive across the country and spend going to Australia 14 hours on a flight to do something I don't really care about. I do because
Yeah.
I fucking love it, dude. It's sick. So it bodes well for me. I'm like, yo, the more unhappy other people look, the better we look by just being stoked that we get to do this. It's sick.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah,
Yeah. And
love
it's
it, dude.
I've we
Yeah.
talked before about like the being able to have like different influences in your music. Playing New Bloom, there's a whole bunch of different soundscapes coming with this festival. You guys are probably the most aggressive on the lineup. Is that something you like look forward to, being like, cool, we're going to be the hardcore band that day. We're going to bring the tough energy, or do you think, hey, let's tone it down a little bit and just fit the vibe of the festival?
Dude, man, it's funny. We've kind of talked about that a lot. Like we've everyone's like measure of what like heavy is like subjective, but like we I don't know. Personally, I don't mind when when we're the heaviest band in the bill. I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, I also don't mind when we're not the heaviest band in the bill. You know, the energy I think carries over, but it's like I think that the same things, like if people don't maybe know us that are just genuinely stoked to see like Basement that aren't really into like heavier music, sonically, if they sat down and listened to our record, it might not be for them. However, I think the way the people that we are off stage and on stage allows people those kind of people to see it and be like, all right, maybe I wouldn't listen to it, but I'm enjoying this, and like I can
Yeah.
kind of resonate. That guy looks like one of those guys looks like me, or probably has something in common with me. Yeah, I don't know if that makes you know what I mean, like because if we were like a band and there's no shade, but a band that like wore masks or had like crazy face paint or like you know what I mean, like that the other side where it's like that might be where it's like, okay, now I don't really like the music and it's just too far removed. But like we're
Yeah.
just regular ass dudes. So like another regular ass dude could pull up and be like, yo, you don't like my band, but like we're gonna rock, we're gonna have fun, and like, after if you meet us we're at the first table, like we'll probably be able to hit it off. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
that goes a long way. So I'm stoked. I'm honestly like, I love it too. It's like, especially so like the last headlining tour we did was amazing. It was like every show was like a mini fest, but like it was a lot of heavy bands. And we were
Yeah.
like, dude, people by the time we played last, 9 bands, like the Chicago date was like Mind
Too many
Force,
bands.
God, dude, it was on paper when we started planning it, we were like asking who was down, and everyone that said yes, we were like, fuck yeah, let's just put them on. And then once you get it's show day and we play at 11 o'clock, and it's like, dude, like I'm trying to think who the Chicago date. I just remember it was like Mind Force, Twitching Tongues, God's Hate, Terror, and Drain. There's a few bands before us, but like, dude, who has energy left? I'm like, if I was in the
Yeah.
crowd, I'd be like, bro, my favorite band's playing. I'm gonna go sit down and just like drink a
100%. Yeah.
water, So like when it shows like that, where maybe it's like not crazy, crazy high energy the whole time, our 30-minute set, I'm like, oh, they're prime, dude. Like, if they didn't catch, they got juice after catching dives for one step closer for New Bloom, like, oh, they're gonna pop off with us, and they're
Yeah.
still gonna
Cool.
have energy to sing along to Basement and crowd surf.
Yeah.
Some bumps. Yeah,
We touched on before the cover song. When it comes to this sort of thing, if you were to throw in a cover to like win over newer audiences, like okay, cool, we want to kind of bring in the basement crowd. Have you got anything else up your sleeve? You're like, yeah, this is a song that we'd love to test out live.
dude. Honestly, I don't. And that's what's so crazy. It's like we've done like a few covers like over the 10 years we've been a band. Like we covered like a Beastie Boys song one time live,
Yeah.
and like,
Which one?
we did Fight for Your Right. It was pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just, but
classic.
one
Yeah.
time, it was cool. Like, and we did like a couple of different, like those smaller hardcore bands, but like, um, yeah, we've never really been like some bands like you can count like every time they play, they do like one cover song or they'll do a different cover, like
Yeah.
we just never really have. So that was a big step out of the comfort zone doing that. And we're like,
Yeah.
we kind of made it our own. We put our own little flair on it. But yeah, do we have I actually have not. And yeah, I kind of like it though. I'm like, dude, it's just like they're not gonna know what's up. Like we did a tour with
Yeah.
like the pop punk band. It was like very much. I was like, we have one song that's clean, and that'll be like the sprinkle that like maybe, but everything else is gonna be like balls to the wall.
It's
Um,
cool as well that you've had this ability to play with like your neck deep and like you guys have just come off like knocked loose. Very
dude,
different ends of the spectrum. What's the experience like from like the fans when you go from like a neck deep fan to a knocked loose fan? Like what was that?
Dude, yeah, I mean, what's funny, man? So even still, like on that Knox tour, I had a lot of kids I met. I love walking around. I love talking to people and saying what's up. Like a lot of kids were like, dude, like I saw you. I came for Neck Deep, never heard of you guys, found you guys, I loved it, and now I started diving into hardcore, and like now they're at the Knox Loose
Cool.
show, and they got like a Kublai Khan tee on. I'm like, that's sick. All right,
Yeah.
we did our job. We're helping the genre grow. But yeah, like especially for stuff like that, I think that's a big thing that we learned. It wasn't like a plan thing. We're just kind of like, dude, we actually cut songs down. Like we had a 30-minute set for both of those tours. Um, and we cut like 2 songs out just to talk.
Cool.
And we were like, dude, like if we talk and we're able to kind of like let's like neck deep, like, yo, check it out. We're drained. This whole thing is gonna go crazy. Like if this is not your jam, this is like you got about a minute before we start to like maybe reassess where you're standing, like and just
Yeah.
kind of connect. And so some people, there's a few shows that neck deep. I swear this one day I felt so bad, but it was also kind of awesome. This chick was like, she was a neck deep head. She got in there, was on the barricade, and I'm just like making it a right. And the whole she's one hand covering the head and the other just like
Getting
flipping me up,
crushed.
dude, for like the whole set, 30 minutes to just give me the middle finger. And I was like, dude, I know. I'm so, it is what it is. But like
My
a
bad.
lot of times, yeah, my bad. A lot of times people are like, dude, I never heard this band, but that was the coolest shit ever. Loved it. And like you said, it just makes a good energy for everyone. Like,
Yeah.
especially those bands that like knocked loose. I would always ask the beginning, so who, how many people have heard of us? And like, there's definitely some, but like, dude, the majority never heard of us. So they're like, oh shit, this dude's coming in the circle pit or Joe, they're feeling it, but they're just getting them warmed up and then knocked. It's like, dude, I got them warmed up for you. Fucking take it home, dude. Kill it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're ready for you. And
That's sick.
yeah, dude. So both different, even neck deep, even though it's not heavy, like they just got so much similar. It's like those kids just want to sing along and crowd surf and jump and have fun. So it's like different, but so similar. That is the
Yeah,
same,
100%. Yeah.
overlap. Yeah. So
And there's always
it's
going to
cool,
have
man.
like I'm the same thing. I like the most hardcore music, the heaviest metal, but I'm also a pop punky at heart. So I'm like, and there's so many of us around that are like, yeah, like I used to love moshing and getting down. So you can see the kids there that are like, I want to do a bit of two stepping, but then I also want to do a sing along at the same time. There's an
Dude,
audience for that.
yeah, and that we've talked about, dude, like I think my dream show like looks like, you know, five rows deep of people singing along and just catching crowd surfers and stage
Yeah,
diving, and then a big ass pit behind it where they're fucking dancing hard or like circle
cool.
pitting. But like then there's still like because sometimes there's like the horseshoe or whatever, people don't want in the front. Not my jam. So I love when people are like, that's the perfect setting. We're pretty blessed. We get that most of the time
Yeah.
because we write parts that kids want to sing. And especially me, I'm like, dude, as these shows get bigger, I actually have to fucking really be the singer and I actually have to sing because the crowd's kind of far. I actually have to sing them all. I love it. I'm like I love it. So I just love giving
Yeah.
the mic out.
How is Sammy? I
It's
don't
so
know. I
fun.
didn't hear him. The crowd sang it for him.
Dude, that's my like, dude, I'm more on record, I'm the singer, but live, I'm like the orchestrator, cheerleader, hype man. I just hold the microphone, That's kind of my
That's
vibe.
okay. You're the
Yeah.
entertainer more than anything else. So
Big
with
time,
that
dude.
your dream show, you said you want to have your 5 rows of people and your mosh pit. Give me 5 bands that are playing that. What's your dream?
Dude,
You're on it. You're playing. You're headlining. But 5 bands, they can be bigger than you. They can be non-existent. I just want to know what's your 5 bands you're picking.
honestly, okay. Right now, off the top, just yeah, I'm trying to think. Honestly, probably my new favorite, like newer band, Haywire, out of
Ooh, I
Boston.
don't know.
Dude, it's cool. It's just like raw hardcore punk, and it's really
Cool.
sick.
Haywire.
But
I'll check it out.
yeah, they got some songs that are like kind of cleaner. That like, but it's just got clean. I don't know. It's sick. I love it. It's got like
Okay.
balls.
Haywire.
It's sick. We played a show with them on this last tour, and like one of those 9 band shows, dude. They were the first band. They could have closed it. They could have closed that shit
Correct.
out. It was awesome. So Haywire,
Cool.
probably what I would love to put Haywire on. Honestly, I've done a tour with them now. I just genuinely love every time I get to play with Scala Coyo. I just
Okay.
love I love the music, but I also just love to see them and get to hang out with them. So Haywire, Koyo, Scal, and honestly, lately I've been really, really wanting to rock with Speed. Like,
Cool.
I have for a while, but I feel like now, especially like they've been in America a lot more.
Yeah.
Because at first I wasn't sure if it was gonna be, not every band is going to go like full time, and we weren't a full time band, and so it's kind of quite like early on had a talk, conversation with those dudes about that. So it's so cool to see like both of us going from like this part time, just when we would just take that leap of faith and like you quit your job and you're just doing it. So I
Yeah.
have the most respect for the dudes that are out
Okay.
there really doing it.
Speed.
So Speed and fuck, that gives me one more spot.
Yeah, you're
dude.
all like real like heavy pop punk hardcore leaning at the moment. We're keeping that vibe. You're gonna mix it up.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think what there's so many bands I would love to. So many bands I want to rock with, dude. I don't know.
This is a very achievable like mini fest, by the way. Like I can see this
Yeah,
happening. So I'm gonna
me
manifest
too.
this.
I'm kind of like, yeah, let's make this shit happen, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go a little bigger for one. I mean, fuck, I love Terror. I don't know, man. Honestly, yo, um, damn, dude, there's so many good bands that, you know what? A band I just saw on the flyer today that I was kind of like, wow, I haven't seen them in a while. Fury, that band Fury from Orange County. I
Oh
love
yeah.
Fury.
Cool. Hell yeah.
I see them on FYA, and I was just looking at the lineup today, and I was like, damn, I haven't seen Fury in a long time. I'd love to see them again. So Fury, how about that? Any
Great.
order, fuck,
Love
we'll
that.
open. I don't care. Drain will open. I don't care.
No,
That's
you're
all. Just
headlining.
yeah,
It's all right.
dude.
You're the
I'm
headliner.
with it, dude. I'll play anywhere, and mostly just to because those are all bands. Me, whether I'm playing or not, I want to sing along for and be in the front and catch a dive. I
Yeah,
have
cool.
I've actually staged those to all those bands. That's
I
sick.
love that.
Let's go.
I love that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like a mini fest like New Bloom, are you someone that tries to take the time to watch the other bands on there, or are you like trying to get in the headspace ready for your show? Because that's I think that the more like friends we've got in bands we talk to, they're like, it's sick being on a festival run, but we miss all the bands you want to watch because we're doing our own thing. How important is it to you to actually see the bands you're playing with?
Dude, I really like to. Okay, so for me, it depends. If there's a band if it's like a one-off and I really want to see who's before me, whoever plays before us, I always like that's all of us are like in our zone. We're all like I'll try to watch it the first song, but then
Yeah,
I go and I'm like we just like try to work out almost. All of us are stretching, push-ups, jumping. I try to get like a little sweat going before I
yeah,
get on stage. But dude, I don't know. I don't okay. I'm trying to word this. I don't want to say it's a secret, like my secret, my sauce. I don't know, but I'm gonna give out my
sure.
secret sauce right now. Like I don't know exactly what it is, but I think there's something really valuable to watching, not just the bands, but everyone before you. Watch the vibe of the room. You know what I mean? I'm really big on that. I love when after we're done sound checking and like doors. I don't know. I like to walk to the empty venue. I like to look around. I like to get a feel for it. I like to watch as like people are trickling in before even a band's play. I don't know. I'm weird. I just like to look around. Like, yo, you can tell sometimes it sounds dumb, but like the body language on people do when you're at a show and people get in the door and they go right to the front, you're like, all right,
Yeah,
there's a lot. And sometimes they kind of come in, they're just chilling by the bathroom door, just in the hallway. They don't want to get, like you're kind of like, okay, like on those nights, I'm gonna have to work a little extra hard to encourage these people to get in part, get in and participate. And so those nights where you're like, yo, I can tell those kids are in the front, they're talking. So if the room is loud before there's a band playing, that's good. If it's
yeah,
not, it just means okay, you're gonna have to work a different muscle because it's not, So I love doing all that shit, especially at a festival. I like seeing the flow. I like, yo, after we notice little things like, dude, Australia is a fucking prime candidate for this, actually. This is what I learned last time. All right. In America, I feel like once the show starts, I feel like it's like, yo, show's going. Like the band's gonna take a 15-minute break, whatever. Dude, Australia, if we got like we noticed this last tour, we'd set up pretty quick. And so we had a 15-minute turnover and it only took 10 minutes for us to change. We just start 5 minutes early. Dude, people were like, mate, like
we missed the
I
start.
was like,
Yeah,
we missed the start. And I'm like, oh, dude, like, and they're like, yo, like, we go get a drink in between sets. So that's when I know it's like, yo, if I'm watching a bunch of bands, I'm like, dude, after the band, they go to the bar and they don't leave the bar till their drink's done. Take all the time. Take the full gap that they're giving you and start a minute late, like
yeah,
if it
yeah.
means that people are still coming in. So shit like that, dude. So short answer, yeah, I really like to watch the bands. And then obviously the actual like the kind of practical. It's like, oh, like it looks like that mic keeps breaking, or like it looks like the drum set's falling
Yeah.
apart. It's shit like that. It's nice to get the heads up, but like the unspoken shit. That's what I like to like focus on.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
Cool.
yeah. So yes, I do. I've been watching, especially this one, dude. I'm fucking stoked for Glitterer, dude. I'm so stoked to see Glitterer, all the bands, but ones that we've done a tour with before. So I'm really excited to get to see them now, a couple years later, see what their,
Cool.
how their live show's grown. But I love watching all the bands, and yeah, dude, it'd be sick.
And like balance and basement. Hot damn. Hot
Let's go,
damn.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be
pumped, dude. I'm
sick.
yeah, I'm excited. And I'm honestly excited. Like I've met a few dudes in basement. I just with other bands because I think we played with them one time at a festival though. But anyways, I'm really excited to meet everybody. Mostly just to say what's
I
up
think
and
this is a really good like lineup of nice people, which is huge. Like having bands play that are like really good energy to have a conversation with, not just like, oh yeah, they're very talented, but like people you want to hang out with. Like Fish and Basement is just like the sweetest dude in the world. So that's awesome. That's like really nice having good people in the bill. And I can see why you fit into that. You got good energy, you got good vibes. It's gonna be
dude,
sick.
I try, man. Thank you, bro. But yeah, it's kind of like it's so true. That's what I'm saying. When you said Dream Show and Dream Line, I'm like, dude, what are all bands that like I've enjoyed talking to the people a lot, and like I maybe don't get to see a lot. You know, like that's
Yeah.
I love all those bands, and yeah, it is important, man. In 2025, we're bringing one of the best vibes to the green room and to the stage. You know,
I like that energy. And before I want to talk about one last thing, and that is you've got a bit of time in Oz. How much time do you give yourself to be like a tourist, to get out and do like tourist things? Do you give that time or do you just focus on the shows?
dude. So this one, okay, I think that so we've been playing for 10 years. Uh, I've been with my wife for 8 years. This is the first tour I'm actually gonna be bringing. I think I'm gonna bring my wife. My drummer's gonna bring
Oh,
his girlfriend.
awesome. Yeah,
Dude,
cool.
yeah. So because I went, I'm like, look, like you are gonna love this place. Like you need to come, and like what better time? So this tour, I might try to carve out a little extra time to go see some stuff, and maybe we haven't like fully like got our flights and all that yet. I kind of want to maybe go a little early, spend some
Yeah,
time,
good call.
just
Yeah,
yeah,
acclimatize.
yeah, man, exactly. Dude, I mean, last time we were there, I was up at like 4 in the morning walking around Brisbane because I was so jet lagged and I was just like sick. Like, so I would love to, get there a little early and kick my girl, go to the beach and just yeah, it's funny. It's just a place she's always wanted to go. So yes, this time I hopefully get to be a little bit more of a tourist.
I like that. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like it's a long way to fly to not get to see the place around you. And if you bring your wife, then yeah, you've got no excuse not to do a bit of tourist stuff.
yeah, dude. Don't be surprised when I hit your line. Like, yo, man, can you give me a rack of something awesome to go
Hey, I
do over
got you.
here,
Yeah, you need
dude?
help in New South Wales. I'm your man. We got you covered.
Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think what we've made a good point of like almost every time we try to any of the cities we play where the water's like along the way, we've gone for the most part and gone in and been able to enjoy. So I'm hoping we get to do a good bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spend some time in the sun, dude. Get out of our winter.
Where where you're playing in Sydney is like 10 minutes from the beach. So you're real
Really?
close there, yeah. So
Oh, dude, yeah. See, that's what I need here, man. It's been raining over here. I gotta get out in the sun, dude.
yeah, man, dude, it's currently 32 degrees Celsius, which is like 90 something for you guys, and sunny
Oh
today.
my
So
God.
something
I
to
was
look
thinking
forward to.
you're just getting into winter, summer,
Yeah, it's
right?
just starting. Yeah.
Dude, oh, I'm so yeah. We're gonna be there, man. Hopefully you'll be even more tan, and I'll leave tanner when I leave that tour. Let's go,
Great. Yeah. We'll work on those tours together. Sammy, dude, we cannot
dude.
wait to have you out here. So stoked you're on the lineup and looking forward to having you back rocking out soon.
Dude, thank you, man. I'm pumped to be here. I'm stoked to get to see you, dude. Will you be at the Sydney show,
Of course. Yeah.
dude? I want to give you a proper dap up in person, dude. Let's see you show there,
We'll make it happen.
dude. My man. Thank you, brother.
Legend. Thanks, Sammy.
Heck yeah.